Hey, welcome back to another Crypto Dave video. It's Monday morning, which means another staking rewards update video. This is for week 29. And as always, before we jump into the figures for the last week, let me just go over any changes. And I suppose the big change this last week is Stellar. So we received our weekly inflation reward last Tuesday after I did the video last week, so we received that one. But since then, so a couple of days ago, I moved all my Stellar over to Binance. I did a video on this yesterday, but basically if you are staking Stellar and you move them over to kind of Binance between now and the 1st of September, all the additional Stellar that they accidentally were staking without kind of realizing is going to be distributed across everybody who's staking in their system. So you'll get your normal staking rewards, which will happen from the 20th of July onwards. So a couple of days ago this started. So as of that date, all your Stellar that's held on Binance will receive normal inflation rewards paid out monthly. But the first payout on the 1st of September will be a slightly bigger one because of all these additional coins that they didn't realize they were staking. Anyway, I'll put the link to the video below that explains it all. If you're interested in doing that. The only other change is Neo. So I've got, I think there's one or two more Neo from last week. I've been trading Neo quite a bit this last week, so we have been out of the kind of wallet, or most chunk of my Neo has been out of the wallet for a while, so the staking return down a little bit for that, but no big changes apart from that. So let's jump straight in and have a look at the figures. Excuse me. Starting with NAV, as always at the top of the list. So 10 NAV this week. Decent week for NAV. $1.36. Nothing for Syndicate. As I said, we've only got a few coins at the moment. Syndicate's really been destroyed by the delisting from Metrix. Its price has absolutely kind of plummeted, but I don't have enough coins now, aside from my Masternode, to trade them basically. They're worth so little that the minimum kind of trade volume is less then I can kind of actually trade. I believe they're on Upbid as well. I don't know. I've never used that as an exchange, but yeah, been really quite catastrophic for Syndicate. I think it's probably a nail in the kind of coffin, unfortunately, for that coin. NeoGuess 0.493, so down a little bit on the last week, but as I mentioned, I've been trading a bit this week, so it's worth $1.14. Nothing for SmartCash. Our smart reward payout will come later this week, so it'll be in next week's figures. Metrix, 3,679 Metrix, worth $1.80. Another decent week for Metrix. I think out of all the kind of very small cap coins, Metrix the only one that I'm going to continue to hold on to my Masternode kind of returns in order to kind of stake. So I think that's going reasonably well. You know, the project's got a little bit of kind of impetus behind it, I think, with the rebrand and that. So it's one of the few very small cap coins that I'm actually going to keep hold of for now. PIVX, so 2 stakes for PIVX. 4 PIVX worth $1.79. 288 Helix worth 25 cents. Nothing for Vulcano this week, a little bit disappointing. Bulwark, 6.56 Bulwark worth 29 cents. And finally Stellar, 2.59 Stellar worth 20 cents. So that's a excuse me, a grand total this week of $6.83. If we jump over to the graph, you can see we're down a little bit on where we were last week, and we're down on these few really kind of good weeks here. A mixture of sort of selling some of our kind of staking coins, the sort of price decreasing of some of those kind of coins, and also just a little bit of a rejuggling. So as I've mentioned the last few weeks, I'm moving stuff out of some coins which might stake more and give us more immediate kind of profits, but into kind of like what I consider stronger kind of long-term kind of hold. So we're looking at stuff like kind of Neo and Stellar. Hopefully later on this year we'll have Cardano and maybe Ethereum once that gets launched, Icon, stuff like that as well. So I'm moving from some of these kind of small cap coins into the larger ones, as I mentioned the last few weeks. Some of them you will continue to see till the end of the year. So we have Syndicate, Metrix, Helix, Vulcano and Bulwark, because they're all part of my Masternode shootout experiment. The updates for that are on Tuesday. So we will be receiving Masternode kind of payout rewards, but often I'll be just waiting for a spike in price and actually getting rid of those rewards rather than kind of like accumulating and compounding those up. As I mentioned, the only one I'm doing that within those kind of coins is Metrix at the moment. So anyway, our grand total so far this year, $228.15, miles off where we want to kind of be. But I'm kind of more confident of going forward, kind of moving from some of these kind of small cap, kind of risky coins, which may or may not do anything, into kind of like some larger cap. I am going to hold on to some of the kind of like coins. I'm holding on to NAV. I have mentioned before that I may be looking to get rid of PIVX at some point, but the rest of them are pretty much all just masternode kind of coins as part of that kind of experiment. So I have to hold on to those till the end of the year. Anyway, that's it for this week. Thanks very much for watching as always. Leave me any comments or ask me any questions in the comments below. Always good to hear from you, and hopefully I will see you on the next video. Have a great day. Bye bye.